Welcome to Dad Challenge Live. We're here live Saturday morning. All right, this is I guess my first official live stream. I did do a test run last week. It went pretty well. But in Dad Challenge fashion, I made a first rookie mistake. You guys will get a kick out of this one. Yeah, so apparently on Twitch, when you wanted to save your broadcasts, you have to go in and enable that first. So I did the whole live stream. I think we had one viewer come on board for the first one, which was awesome. And then ended the session and no replay. So I forgot to enable it. Well, but hey, I did record it locally, so at least I have it for my own memory's sake. But let's get going. So hopefully you enjoyed that little intro segment. That's a lot of the gameplay and kind of highlights from our Minecraft world. If you're unfamiliar with the Minecraft YouTube channel that I have, basically we have a village called Challengeville that we are working to build up. We have about 100 villagers in it right now, so it's getting pretty sizable actually. And we have about 150 episodes where we play 1 hour each, and it's been a lot of fun. I really enjoy the feedback from the community. Making good friends, and we're learning together. So definitely go check it out. I think you'll enjoy it a lot. What this live stream's about is a little bit of extras behind the scenes. Right now I plan to kind of start out spending the first 15-20 minutes editing my next video, and I'll get into a little bit more of that later. And then afterwards we have some fun. We play another game live, not Minecraft. That one I'm kind of keeping the story intact for the YouTube channel. But we usually play Skylines II. I'm a newbie to that one as well. So we did get started on the last week's broadcast. So we'll jump into that. We'll have some fun. And then if you happen to be joining us on the last Saturday of a month, we shake things up. We throw in a wild card. It's a different game, and we'll see how we do. That choice of game could be mine. Well, actually, I guess it is mine. But I welcome community input. If you guys think there's a game out there I should try, definitely let me know in the comments. Send me a message, and I'll take a look, and we'll see if we can't bring that in. So just looking to have some fun, kick back, relax session, and let's get to it. All right, so I'm starting to edit the highlights reel for episode 148. And what that is like the highlights videos are 7 to 8 minutes usually of shortened highlights, obviously. And I like to go through and just kind of cut out the best parts anyway. And we'll go from there. So we have two other formats as well, and those are streamlined and long form. And it's a little interesting because the long form, or the full episodes as I call them, are pretty much completely unedited. We go through and hold on, there we go. Just trim the front end and the back end. And when I say we, I mean me. I'm a team of one right now. But yeah, it works out pretty well. Occasionally I do have to do an edit. Being a dad, it's not uncommon for an interruption to occur. And, I handle the interruption and then I come back. That's just kind of how it goes, right? But, and if that happens in the live stream, same thing. I'll just say, excuse me for a moment, and I'll come back as soon as I can. All right. So when I'm going through and doing this, I usually like to kind of mark the scenes I'm going to cut out here first to get an idea of, like, generally, does it look like we've cut out enough or not? It can be tricky sometimes. Like I've had times. So whoops, hold on. I screwed that one up. Let me fix that one. There we go. Yeah, sometimes after I make the cuts and everything, they end up being like way over, and then that's when things get challenging. It's like, well, what should we cut here? Let's see. This one is a nice big one that's cut out. All right. And on the highlights video, we add in background music just to kind of add to the atmosphere a little bit. So I need to delete these current markers and add in my music highlights. So yeah, I'm getting my workflow kind of pretty much the way I like it. It's getting a lot more efficient. I remember the first time I went in to edit one of my first videos. Wow, I think it took me 3 to 6 hours to do it, which is crazy long, right? But I'm getting it down. It's getting a lot better. Okay, so oh yeah, hold on. I can just make this cleaner. Oops, I didn't want to do delete. The little intricacies of learning how to use a different software package, right? I want to cut and then expand that left. There we go. That'll work better. Yeah, I think that's part of the slow part is in the beginning, you're going through and you're like, okay, I want to do this, but how do you actually do this? And you start getting it figured out. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I mean, the editing part, I enjoy that too, but obviously the gameplay is a lot more fun. Interacting with the community is a lot more fun. Let's see. And so what these colors mean, I have about 5 or 6 different types of music kind of that I've generated. And yeah, generated. Use AI to generate them. I am not a music person from that standpoint, so the music's generated. But yeah, so the colors correspond to what type of music I want, and we put them in. All right, let's take a holistic view here. Okay, I mean, from previous workthroughs in this should be pretty close. We might be a little bit on the long side, but let's see how we end up here. All right, so we'll go down here. Let's start working on this. All right, we are a little over 4 minutes, so yeah, I think we might end up okay on this one. Look at that. 9 minutes and almost 13 seconds. That's not bad. Okay. So what I like to do, I don't think we'll get into it today, but one of the first things I like to do in all my highlights videos is start with like a 6 second kind of cinematic opening. It's just a little bit. I use flashback mod and I come up with some kind of scene. And got some good responses on it. So, but definitely, if you have ideas of other ways to do some cinematic shots or anything you see, let me know. Okay, so we need to go through and check each scene transition. A lot of times when the cuts are made, I'll cut myself off mid sentence because I'm doing rough cuts. So we have to go in and kind of clean those up. All right. And let's see what's going on here. I hit play, but why is nothing happening? So we have 2 missions today. One is to get... Okay, so the beginning's pretty good. We're down in the deep dark starting this episode. We were looking for diamonds. And boy, I tell you, in the area of this world I am in, they do not come around often enough. Has been somewhat limited in our quests throughout the whole game. This is where I'm kind of banking on. Okay, so that transition was okay. It might have been a little quick, but I'm happy with it. We'll go to the next one. Yeah, I think in episode 147, we found 5 diamonds. I think in the whole game, I might have found 15. It's kind of sad. Probably where I gotta start being careful. I think the game plan is that I'm gonna go to a different mountainous area. Maybe we'll head over. Redstone. That could be a good sign. I only got something to pop out. Oh, that scared me. There we go. We maybe I'll head over to a place we call Death Valley. It's a neighboring village, and I know there's a couple of mountains and there's some caves underneath, so that might be a good place for us to try next. I'm thinking this world is void of diamonds. See, there you go. What do you think, guys? All right, let's go to the end of this clip here. All right, well, 2's better than none. I will take it. You know what? Now I'm thinking about it. Let's put a stage. Okay, and so far so good. I'll try not to double talk over myself here. It gets a little tricky doing this live, but we'll see how that goes. We don't need to be worrying about that. And let's get a bed in here. We got more lava down here. Okay, so that transition was a little rough. So we'll have to fix that one. I mean, replay that one again. And let's get a bed in here. We got more lava down. All right, so we need to extend the kind of apricot color one over a little bit. So I gotta zoom out. Grab these guys. Let's move them to the right. Zoom back in. And hopefully you should be able to see this. I think you can. I'm just going to go a little bit further. Make sure I catch my whole sentence. And let's get a bed in here. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Bring these guys back. We got more lava down here. Okay, this might be where we need to be. All right. That's looking pretty good. In the sense that we have not set off the warden at all. Oh, look at that. Okay. So here's a couple of diamonds we found. Yeah. Earlier I said 147 for the episode. This is 148. So this is where we found the 5 diamonds. Just for clarity. We count what we got back at the staging area. Not a horrible day. No. Okay, we go into a little bit of wrap up. All right, let's see what we got going on at the end here. Episodes, let me know in the comments, and we'll see you next time. All right, that ending cut off a little soon. So let's go ahead and correct that. Try that again. The comments, and we'll see you next time. Awesome. Okay. So yeah, this episode, we were down in the deep dark the whole time. Got a lot of XP. That really worked out well for us. I was very happy about that. You can see my XP score right here is 42. Yeah, I was running low on that, so that's really helpful for enchanting. A little more background. I'm still kind of a newbie to Minecraft. 150 episodes in, almost. I'm obviously getting more experienced, but I only play an hour a day, so it takes a little longer to come up to speed. But the community's been been great at helping me. I'm very grateful for all the tips and tricks they offer, and special shout out to like Andy. He's been a very loyal viewer from. I've lost count now, but he's been with us at least 80, maybe, no, probably 100 episodes now. And he has really helped Challengeville become what it is. So definitely he deserves recognition there. Okay, time to add a little bit of the music in. And I apologize if the sound's a little loud. Let me know if the music's too high or whatnot. Sounds need adjusting. I'm still learning my way around here. I'm using Meld Studio, which is a little different than I usually use OBS for my daily recordings for the Minecraft channel there on YouTube. But I'll take any help and tips you guys can give me here. All right, so we got to shorten that up. The transition here, oops, I got to start him back here because he is the same as that part. Okay, there we go. We'll bring this in, and then I like to do a little transition here so it isn't so rough going in. All right. And then the green is usually more exploration-based kind of music. So that's where this guy comes in. Let's just listen to that, see how that goes. Our quest throughout the whole game. This is where I'm kind of banking on. Oh, you don't want to lose that sign. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Yeah, I try to have the music for the highlights at a level that if you listen, you really listen for it, you can hear it, you more kind of feel it. But it's a delicate balance. That's for sure. Sometimes it comes up, it seems too loud, sometimes too quiet. That's the art of content creation, right? Okay, put you in here. Let's. Yeah. All right, so we don't have any music in this section, but we got some here. What was going on in here? I don't remember. Something. All right, so the pink is usually more tense, for a tense situation. All right, it's a little short on this one, but that's okay. All right, we're making good progress. We're about 20, 25 minutes in. Awesome. So we'll get the music placed and we'll say, hey, that's good enough. And we'll get over to City Skylines. Have some fun. Okay. Let's see how this transition goes here. Like, what's that? All right. I'm thinking this world is void of diamonds. Okay, there we go. It's funny, I've noticed sometimes when I'm playing things back in DaVinci Resolve here, that's the editor I'm using, I don't always hear the music track. I feel like it comes out louder on the actual video rendering. Let's see. Crossfade. Good. Okay, well. Huh, how about that? Alright, well, 2's better than none. I will take it. You know what, now I'm thinking about it. Let's put a staging area in here. Alright, there we go. I think we have one more transition. Maybe 2. Hold on. I be careful. This is one of the things that DaVinci Resolve is set up. If you hit delete, you have to be careful because it kind of deletes all the tracks and squishes them together unless you have them locked. That was a tricky thing for me a while. But if you do like the Control X to cut, then it only takes the actual little track that you have highlighted in the section that you want to remove and does not shift everything. So sometimes you want to delete, sometimes you want to cut. Once you figure it out, it's a lot easier. let's use the other exploration file here so I'm not repeating the same thing. Okay, cut that guy. Go to our effects again. All right, and this should be the last one here. All right, let's see how this transition goes. We have been very fortunate in the sense that we have not set off the warden at all. Oh, look at that. Okay. All right, I like that. All right, we have a scene cut here, but it's the same type of music, so we just let that fly through. All right, so now we gotta wrap things up on this one. Okay, go to effects again. This last one I leave a little more abrupt. And let's go here. An hour of going through and not coming up with a whole lot. It's time to rethink the strategy and maybe do something else. But we'll try a little bit more and then we'll regroup. So with that, pleasure to have you with us as always. Hope you're enjoying the episodes. Let me know in the comments, and we'll see you next time. All right. I like it. Okay, so what I have left on this video is I have to do my cinematic intro. And once we get that done, it's good to go. But you know what? We are at the top of the hour here, so I think I will pick that up later. Let's get into some city skylines here. All right. Let me do the scene transition. And I got to bring the game up on my screen. Okay. Here we go. Okay, we last left off at nighttime. Since you guys can't see what we did before, let me zoom around here. I get used to the different cursor keys. All right, so we called this city Challenge, similar to Challengeville, but it's kind of like a alternate universe thing going on here. And I don't know why I'm having some technical difficulties in that it's not allowing me to resize my screen so it fits neatly within a window here. I don't think you guys can tell what I'm doing, which is probably a good thing. This would drive you nuts, I'm sure. So I'll work on that next time. But anyway, yeah, so it's called Challenge. We have, well, looks like about 3,200 people. I'll zoom out so you can kind of see. I forgot what this type of map is called. And but there's some islands. We have a couple, a main landmass here, it looks like. I think we ourselves are probably on a big island. But yeah, it's going good so far. I'm still figuring the controls out. It's a little crazy for me here. But let's get back into it. You'll figure out what's going on. We got a lot of residential kind of in this area. We got some residential and commercial here. Little industrial there. And our heavier industrials all over here. And looks like our residential's back in more demand. So let's go into the zoning aspects here and see where we're at in terms of areas where we can continue to build. I think we're gonna need some more roads and items like that, aren't we? So I want to leave room for a little more industrial here, but we're gonna have to expand soon, I think. We're going to run into some problems. From what I understand with the industrial, you don't want residential housing too close, and you have to be mindful of the wind direction. That's the way it goes. All right, let's add some roads. Let's do some grid pattern stuff. I think I might have to zoom in a little. Can we get these lined up just right? Oh, yeah. That works pretty good. Okay. Back to the residentials. We need medium and low density. Okay. So let's do medium there. And there. And there. We'll put some low densities in here. Okay. Oh, I don't know what that means. Why am I getting... where's my little indicator icon to find out what that means? Okay, oh, condemned. Wrong zone or outside of zoning. I must have changed something somewhere. Road required. How do I not have a road there? Oh, is it because it's just empty space? Did I not get the street right? I kind of screwed up the street, I think, guys. Okay. Well, that's a quick fix. I hope. we will see if it is or not. It's a little funky. Okay. They should be happy. I see what happened. I kind of got off of the angle here. So that's why it's not liking that. How did I do that? Okay, these are one of the things you learn in the game. It's the way it goes. I guess we'll let it fly. Although I don't have anything built. Hold on. Maybe I can fix that real quick. Let's do that. Yep. That's probably the proper way to do this. Alright, we're going to do this again. Grid. I want to come off this one. Oh. No matter how I do it, I'm going to have one that is going to be off. That's the way it goes. And let me scroll down here. You know, I don't know. Maybe I didn't need to fix that, but it is what it is. All right. We still have high demand for residential. So let's zoom out. Where else can we go? Things are getting a little tight there. But I think if we go over here, we could probably pick up some higher value housing along the coastline. But we need a road that connects from there to there. I'm thinking our best bet how to do this. I could have something come here, but is that best for traffic flow? I'm thinking this one's probably the better one. Come up over. Yep. All right. So we're going to do this. Go back to here. I got to start at 0 here. But I got to quickly get up on elevation. Now this is one thing that drives me nuts about this game. Please let me know in the comments on this one. I can't see what I'm doing with the road. I have all these angle things coming up. I have the cost slopes to sleep. It's like, come on here, people. All right, so that's not going to work there. What about? And this one's so close to that. That's it. All right, I know what we're going to do. We are going to take out that house. We're now going to put a road in here at 30 feet. That's interesting why I made parking like that. Okay. Let's go up an elevation. How high do you have to be to get up over the... Oh, look at that. Okay, so you have to be... Oh, that's a one-way road? Really? How did I get a one-way road, guys? I didn't do anything. Is this automatic? This is the joys of figuring out a new game. All right, let's see here. Let's go down here a little bit. Okay, well, I guess we'll go with it. Not that we have much choice. And I want to get my curve. How do I get my curve back? Yeah, I know that's too steep, but... Alright, here we go. Let's do this. Let's have a short, straight segment. We'll keep it up elevated. Okay, now let's introduce the curve. There we go. I like that. And... Oh, I didn't want that at 60. Shoot. I thought I brought that down to 0. Obviously, I did not. Okay. I don't think you can undo. I think you have to demolish. So let's do that again. Back to the roads. Okay, 60. And I want this to be back to 0. Hold on, I'm gonna redo that because I did not like it. All right, hold on. I wanted to kind of come off this way, but have the curve. All right, how's that look? Nope, not good. Try one more time. Oh, I think I know what I need to do. I need to go back one more because I kind of screwed it up. All right, let's try this again. Come out here, but now you're gonna gradually curve, and we gotta go down to 30 or down to 0 feet. There we go. Okay. Now we should be running at 0 elevation. We'll kind of curve this way. How's that looking though? I think we'll I'm not sure what it's doing with the roads. It's doing something there. I can't see that curvature here. Alright. I don't think I have a curvature. No. Yeah, so this is going to be our, I think this will be our trial city. Just so we can learn. And then we'll get things figured out afterwards. But, yeah, like, I have no idea. Why do I have the one-way direction here going on? Do I have something selected for one-way? I don't think so. Oh, I do. Shoot. Okay, but you can change this, right? I should be able to change this from one-way. That's a pedestrian street. Where's my regular road? Multi-lane road. 4-lane. No. 2-lane. I don't know if I can build over on top of this or not. No. Should be able to edit this. Can you edit it? Road services. Toggle the zoning grid on the side of the road. Oh, interesting. Problem is, I don't know how I did that. Okay. Where are we doing it? I don't like it. Oh, okay. I was like, why are they still there? I just deleted them. Alright, we're going to redo this. We need 2-lane traffic. This was a multi-million-dollar boondoggle. Okay, maybe only 100,000. Alright, shall we try again, folks? Alright. One more time. Ah, and I just realized I had the game in pause mode. That's why nothing's moving. Okay. Another rookie mistake. I tell you, you gotta watch this guy. Okay. We don't want foot traffic. Medium quality 2-lane road. I guess that's what my other things are. So it goes there. That looks better. Okay. Now we kind of get the elevation going. We curve over. Let's go down here so I'm out of my way. Oh, I'm only 30 feet high. That's why. Escape. Try again. Gotta go up. Start at 0. We'll get this. Alright, now we gotta go up to 60. It won't let me. Why not? Because I gotta be 60 to get up over this highway here. 30? How can I go 60? Hold on. I hope so. Oh, you know what? I wonder if you can't take 2-lane roads up. Nah, that doesn't make any sense, does it? Alrighty. Let's see here. That's not working. I could do a tunnel like I did on the other side, but that's kind of... We need some different stuff going on. Let's try it one more time. The quay wall is made of smooth concrete blocks. Cracks me up. Okay. I don't know why I couldn't get the elevation to go higher.
Snapping. This is all snapping elements. Oh, that's cool. You can show the contour lines. Hopefully it's not too crazy for us. Oh, wait. What did that just do? Oh, I think I see what's going on. Alright, road lane direction. Traffic direction on one way, and asymmetric road lanes is assigned when you build a road. Yeah. Changing lane direction. This is what I need. Change direction lanes by building the same type of road right on top of the old one, but in opposite direction. Easy enough. And it doesn't cost anything. Sweet. One-way roads have traffic following in a single direction on all lanes. Okay. It says so. Dead-end roads when building them, yeah. And then asymmetric roads have more lanes going in one direction than through the other. When using them, be mindful not to cause traffic to take unnecessary U-turns. Yeah, okay, so we got to have a little attention to detail there. That is fine. Alright. Alright, I'm going to back and try again. So I'm thinking my road selection might not have been the best here. Because this is a 2-lane road, simple, which is exactly what I wanted. Okay, so let's start getting the elevation up on this guy. I think this is how you do it. Then we can do the curvature. And then yeah, too many helper things. I got to figure out how to turn those off. That's kind of craziness going on here. Yeah, that little note reminds me, we're not producing our own power right now. Okay, now let's go back to straight. So we're just buying off the neighbors. I read that's like one of the better things to do initially anyway. Alright. Maybe not the prettiest thing going on here, but we're getting it. I just want a straight road going over. I think so. And then let's put another road. How do we want to do this? Maybe we'll leave that as some green space there. I'm not sure. Alright, we need more residential though. Let's see. Let's get back to the zoning. I need some commercial. Even though commercial's kind of lagging. Well, I guess we don't have to place it right now. But let's see. I'd like to keep some of these spots as commercial. Let's add a couple more little small streets here. These are some big blocks we got going on. Well, maybe that's okay. Let's do it this way. Grid pattern on. Yeah, do that. I gotta work on the area here by the coastline. So here we're going to get in some curvy roads. All right, well, everyone in the city's doing well. We're on the easy level for now. I don't want to make this any more torturous than it needs to be for you guys. So yeah, so I think we will have. I'm surprised daylight hasn't come around already. I don't know. It might. Do I have things moving? Stop the flow of time. Speed. It's 2:18. Okay, it's moving. This seems slow. Okay, so we need a road. That might be a crazy intersection, so we'll come off a little bit here. So we need a road that kind of comes this way. I can't see. There we go. Oh, I gotta get closer to the coast. Hold on. There we go. Alright, so what I was picking up there is there we go. That's how we're gonna pick up the high value housing. Alright, that in there gets a little tight, so there we go. And we hit our city limits right here. We will have to think about how to handle this in the future here. Probably this episode, actually. Because we're going to run out of space to expand. Looking at this, so technically we have 3 areas that we can expand to. Obviously, to this island area here. Or to that island area there. But that really makes our city kind of distributed. Or, obviously, we go out this way. I think this one's the most logical choice. Even though we don't have a highway yet built in. But we just have the most room to expand. And as we figure out what else we can do in the game, I think that makes sense. And we can keep the industry kind of along this northern shore here. So, but let's see. What I'm concerned about, though, is all our grid patterns are crisscrossed. we don't have a good thoroughfare for traffic, so we need a couple main arteries, and we probably need to leave a space for kind of eventually a highway to kind of come in through. It's good I left this open space, because this is probably where we're going to have to do our interchanges and things to have the highway go this way. Which makes me wonder, I might want to get the highway in here before we get things all built up. Well, we'll figure it out. Alright. So, how do I purchase land? Because I think we're going to run out of space anyway. Okay, I saw it somewhere. Areas to define districts. Nope. Signature buildings. I think I have built everything that we can do so far. Alright. Yeah, we did those two. Alright, how do we buy? I remember seeing it. I just don't know where. We're almost to our next milestone. That's cool. I thought it was here. That's specialized industrial. That's surface area tool. Map tiles. There we go. Purchasing new map tiles, expand the area. You can select tiles with left. You can deselect them with right. I'm surprised they just don't have you double click them with the same button. Like a toggle. Okay. Man, these cities can be huge. Three. Well, there's an upkeep cost. Nice thing is we're actually going into green. So, okay. To buy new map tiles, you need both money and expansion permits. Oh, expansion permits are granted whenever you reach a new milestone. Okay, how do we know if we have enough expansion permits? Yeah. This is a bad thing going through the first time of the game. You get all these messages. Okay, air route connections. Alright. Alright, so where am I? Oh, so I can't do... That's interesting. Alright, well, let's select that one, and that one. I can do 12. I don't know how many... What do you think? Although, should we pick up the shoreline here? Because, alright, I gotta think about this. Alright, so deselect these guys. I'm thinking, let's pick up the shoreline. I don't know if we have any benefits of getting the bridge. Oh yeah, I already have that one. Man, this is tough because there's so little here. I don't even know if it's worth picking up right now. Maybe when we have more cash flow later. Let's go back up. Like, this one's worth it. I think that one and that one. It leaves us one. I think we'll get more, though, when we have additional milestones. Alright, so we did it. Right or wrong, we did it. We committed. Okay. What are these things? Oh, these are our milestones. Okay. So we can't even do highways yet. So we're not there. I don't know if I unlocked something or if it's just because I rolled over with the mouse and... Yeah. Alright. Let's keep going. I'm getting these pop-ups coming everywhere. Okay. Residential still says in demand, but these guys aren't building. Oh, there we go. Might have to speed up the time a little. This might be going too slow a pace. But... Oh, maybe it's so they want bike lane pass. They don't have to pedal pestinoids. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's silly stuff. Probably need to expand out our industrial areas a little bit more as well. Okay, let's get back into our... So this is where I think the power came in. Yeah, that was a little tricky maneuvering. Alright, so let's... go that way. Can I also go that way? Makes for an interesting looking industrial area, but we'll take it. Okay, so I think we're satisfying some demand here. You know what? Let's make that a little... That's fine. We'll make that so it'll be like a little coffee shop area or something. Somewhere to go. Alright, we'll see how fast that builds in. Alright, we're going to bottleneck some roads, though. I can see that now. So let's go ahead. Take this road. Kind of looks cool. Alright, we are halfway through our live stream and we've only gone 2 hours in the game. I'm going to speed it up one level. I don't know why it just seems to be going so slow. Pick up the pace. We'll see how it goes. If I need to, I'll cut back. Let's get our low residential housing going. We want the waterfront stuff for a little while here. Waterfront. Yep. That will be these guys. I can pick up him, and that's probably about as far as I can go on that one. Leave it at those. No housing available. What are you talking about? We've got tons of housing available. Did I not zone these? Oh, that's my bad. All right. Okay. New signature building, Polaris Suites. All right, cool. Where do we put him in at? Oops, that's specialty industry. Where are my specialty buildings at? Ah, down here. All right, Polaris Suites. Is it right click? It rotates? Yes. I'm thinking. Yay! Okay. This is coming along nicely. Hopefully, roads are good. I think so. It's not complaining yet, anyway. Alright. I think I'm at the juncture in the game where I'm finally getting familiar enough with what's going on. But I haven't unlocked enough things to... Uh-oh. I think we just had a power blip in the game. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait. I have a new color over here. What is purple? Purple. Office demand. Oh, as opposed to commercial. We have office demand. Alright. Let's go into our zoning. That's a new one. I don't think they had a separate office zone before. Small office buildings. We don't have large office buildings yet. Alright. I wish to tell you where like office demands are. Office zones house companies that produce immaterial goods and services, software, communications. Okay. Alrighty. I got too many things going here. These highlights. Alright, it's morning time, so we're starting to see some things come in. I think this is an obvious choice for some office. Maybe commercial would have been better there, but it's okay. We'll get it figured out. Too many things pop up. Alright, here. Where else do I want offices? These are low density offices, so I'm not too concerned about these. Have some there. We'll put them by the commercial stuff. That seems to make sense. Okay, that's coming down. Which is what we want. Looks like we're still in demand though. Yeah, I think my zoning areas are going to be all screwed up. Is that already yellow or is that gray? I think that's gray. So we'll put it there. Let's put office zone there. Did it take? Oh, maybe there's something already building. Not sure. Alright, well anyway, our office is dropping, but we need more low residential housing. Okay, so to do that... Oh, I never filled these in. How about that? Okay, so my strategy here is, right or wrong, put the waterfront housing obviously along the waterfront, and then the other side of the road put the low density. I think that makes sense. Okay, so... Uh-oh, did I just screw that up though? Here's the waterfront. I don't know. I think I got the wrong one in the wrong place, but we shall see. Alright, low density here. Looking good. Looks like I need another medium density. Large apartment buildings, small affordable apartments, low rent housing. Provide lower tax income as a result. Let's hold off on that for a second here. What does these guys mean? I'm seeing this little highlighted thing. That's what I thought too. You go off the zoning map and those disappear. Do I have a helper button anywhere? Don't know. Okay. Oh, you know what? I just realized I do have some other things. I probably missed it in the messages. Looks like I can do some other stuff here. So let's see. We have police in school. Do we have any police buildings yet? I don't know that we do. Yeah, we don't. Alright, so police should be somewhat centralized. I'm not sure. With good road access and everything, if I put him over here, is he still... Yeah. Looks okay. Gotta watch our expenditures, though. I did a city police station. I don't know that I wanted to do that. Okay, well, we're good to go. Yeah. So the education system, they happy with. How about fire departments? I thought we placed a fire department somewhere. Did we not? How do you know how many fire departments you have? Yeah, I'm not seeing any area coverage. Alright, so if we place him... Looks like I got pretty good range. Okay. And looks like we got something, probably parks, recreation, and transportation. So what we got under transportation? Bus depot. Okay. I don't know how our traffic's doing. It's probably horrible. But nothing's kind of coming up in the... We have a taxi depot, buses. Double public transport lane. Oh, that's interesting. So it's only for public transport. That's a cool option. Okay. And what do we got for parks and recreation? Oh my gosh, there's tons of stuff here. I'm sure it all costs a lot of money too. Alright, so we have Tiny Pocket Park, Mini Park, Tiny Park. Wait. Tiny Pocket, Mini, Tiny. Wood Canopy. Wow. Okay. We could go crazy on that. I think we're going to wait till the residents start saying, hey, we want this. See how that goes. Alright. I feel like I am missing something though. I don't know what. Let's see here. So many open jobs, so few workers. What gives? Okay. Our education system is going to be struggling, I think. But we have more residential, medium density residential in demand too. Alright, let's do... Let's work on the medium residential. I'm glad I think the healthcare is so good, because we're going to need them to think that. Alright. How are we doing on education? Now, I remember... So I know we have an elementary school, so I thought... Yeah, okay, there we go. That's what I was looking for, is like, well, how many elementary schools do we have? Alright, bike lanes. There we go. We got the elementary schools. I'm taking a look, okay. We're not near capacity. Oh, we have no one in high school yet. We have 1,043 in high schools. We need a high school. How many? This is small. So we have 1,041. We gotta build a large high school. It only gives you 800. I need 2 of them? What's the difference between high school and city high school? Alright, let's do this one. It's quite the high school. Wow. This is more than I bargain for here. Okay. I think we're gonna have to place it, but then we gotta get roads going to it. Maybe we should do the road first. Yeah, hold on. We'll come back here. Alright, I'm gonna slow speed down just a little bit. There we go. Alright, let's get the road in. I think we'll come off this road. Oh, gotta go straight. Hopefully that is aligned. There we go. Go back to the high school now. We're gonna go with this guy. We're gonna plop him in right there. Okay, so what does this mean? We have 431 eligible. How did we go from 1,000? Unless someone already graduated. That must be it. Okay, yeah. It looks like maybe we lost some numbers because someone already graduated. And so we don't have a college or university. I don't think we can build those yet, though. No. So no sense in worrying about them. Alright, cool. Now, what happens when I click on this high school info panel? Oh, cool. We can do upgrades. So that's something to keep in mind, is to click on buildings later and you get an idea of what you're able to do, I guess. So like if I click on the police station, it's just that one, right? Oh, there is an upgrade. Maybe not for this building, but okay. Yeah, I'm rambling a little bit, but I'm trying to think out loud so you guys understand where I'm thinking with this here. It's a little bit different than the Minecraft YouTube channel I run. Well, not really. I try to think out loud there too. I'm so new to this game. I'm having to process a lot, and that's where it kind of really seems to get. There's a lot going on. I just realized something. I might have goofed with the high school here, because we talked about bringing a highway over, and guess where I put the high school? It's okay. I think we still got space. We can kind of weave in and around this way. We have to keep that in mind with the highway. Got to leave some space for it. Otherwise, we're going to be destroying a bunch of things. That's probably not ideal. In the meantime, let's connect this road up to this guy here. That'll give us more space to expand. So we'll keep him going straight for a while anyway. Right there. Maybe now we curve it. Oops. Let's undo that one. Try that again. Oh, wrong one. Can I connect in there? I think so. Did those actually connect? Not sure. I guess we'll have to wait and find out. All right. Let's get some waterfront houses here. Those might not quite be right, but they're gonna be what they are. All right. Go back up. All right. Let's go back to our roads. Let's build in. Okay. Let me think about this. So I talked about the highway that has to come through here. Can I dezone an area? I think I can. But I think it was based on the road, right? Correct? Road maintenance. Toggle the zoning grid on side of the road. It didn't toggle these. There we go. That's what I want, because I want to leave that space for the highway. Okay. Now we want to go back to, I think, a grid. We're going to bring them in a little bit. We'll go about here. See if that's smart enough. Pick that up. Yep. I'm only going to go to about here. Because, again, I'm trying to leave some space for the highway to cut through. Even this might be a little tight. Oh, I just did it. I put... Okay. Hold on. Let's take a bigger area view here. I ideally want the highway to go through the middle portion of the island, but it doesn't have to be perfect. It can kind of swing around. I'm going to have a problem with this right in here, though. So it's either... Well, we might have to just snake it through. Alright. So what I'm going to do is go back to maintenance mode. Do I have houses there? Fortunately, I do. I'm going to take dezone that guy. Dezone that guy. Nah, I don't want to dezone him, but I have to. Otherwise, we're never going to get a highway in here. I know, it's sad, but it has to be done. Oh, come on. Alright, there we go. Yeah, sometimes you have to do it. Alright, let's see what else we got going on here. Okay, so that's looking good. I don't think we have the milestone achieved yet that gives us highways. Let's see. Multi-lane road. High speed, high capacity roads. 2-lane highway that allows okay, well, it's a 2-laner. We don't have 4-lane yet. That would be nice. When do we get that? Progression node highways. Let's see. Can we tell? It's this one, I think, right? Nope. Development. That's what I want. Basic road services. We have parking areas now. Okay. We got highways coming soon, I think. I don't know what 1 versus 2 means. Let me know in the comments. Because I see we're on 4, But then I see 1 and 2. Must connect all the previous connected nodes in the tree. Well, yeah, that makes sense. That's undone. But why? I just maybe haven't gotten it yet. Okay. We keep going. There we go. What's this guy saying? Traffic jam. All right. And we only have a couple minutes left, so let's see if we can investigate that info panel. All right, 4-lane road that allows traffic both directions with a driver in the middle. So we got a traffic jam with a 4-lane road. Let's zoom in. And it's probably because I downgraded to 2-lane. Oh man, we got a mess. All right, how do we clean this up here? I think I can build 4-lane roads. Do I have to demolish the existing one first, though? Multi-lane road. 4-lane. I'm thinking I do. We'll find out. Can I cut through? Well, so far so good. No? Oh, overlapping items. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably demolish, right? Is there a quick way to do it without having to destroy this? I think the answer is going to be no. All right, let's bulldoze, or not bulldoze. Maybe I need to bulldoze, but then something could build right back up. So I think the proper way, is to dezone first. So now you dezone, nothing comes in and builds on top of you. Now, since I marked them for demolish, does that allow me to just carry on through? It does not. But since I marked them, you're gone. You're gone. And you're gone. Right. I didn't mark him. That's what I was afraid of. So even though I de-zoned it, you get something else popping up right back immediately. The de-zoning should have worked. Why didn't the de-zoning work there? So you have to de-zone on both sides? That might be the case. Alright. So we're just doing a little test one because we're basically out of time for the stream today. But I just want to see how this plays out here, because this is going to affect us for the next one, our next streaming episode. We got a lot of road work to do in the next one, so things are going to get interesting. You guys are going to get a lot of laughs because I am definitely struggling to figure this out. All right, I have no overlapping items, so did it build it? I can't tell if it did anything or not. Does not look like it did anything. Do I have to demolish the road? It's not saying I have to. Parking spaces. I think I have to demolish the road. Does that make sense? Yeah, we got cars in the field now. Okay, let's try this one more time. All right. I might have to take care of that intersection. I don't know. There we go. Okay. And of course, I interrupted the power there a little bit, but it worked. Let me get rid of this. Let's rotate around here a little bit. I know I'm going to have to take a look at our water situation. It should have reconnected. But it might not have. Or it'll take a little bit of time to get going. It looks like everything's connected, so it should self-correct itself here. Sewage export. Okay, we're green there. All right, that's stuff to worry about next time. Okay. Oh, hey. We are out of time. And looks like oh, I didn't even see. We had a viewer come in. Dima9416, welcome. Fortunately, we're towards the end of the stream here. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know it's a little rough because I'm still learning the basics going on. But I'm looking forward to learning this with you guys. I'm sure you will have plenty of pointers to give me. And we'll see what we can do with it. But with that, thank you for joining. Hope you enjoy the replays if you're watching on the recorded sessions afterwards. Typically, I plan on streaming 6:30 U.S. Eastern Time in the morning on Saturdays. Depending on what I have going on in the weekend, that might float to a Sunday here or there, or if there's a holiday, we'll see. But just check the schedule. I'll try to keep that updated. I know I don't have enough. I'm not at a high enough level yet in Twitch, obviously, to where I can have detailed resolution control on the schedule. So I kind of have to just set a weekly schedule and adjust it as we go. But we'll get it figured out. Well, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.